Thank you all so much for stopping by today. What a beautiful day. It's mid-80s, but it's really nice out here. I don't feel as much humidity. But what I want to do today, y'all, is go ahead, stop playing around, because I've been really thinking about this bed and all that I want to put in here. I actually picked up some celery plants today, knowing darn well that I have started so many seeds. It's crazy. Now, we've been hardening off some seeds, so we're going to plant what we've hardened off so I can just keep everything going, because when I plant these in the raised beds, I'm going to plant something else. I'm going to put something else in these cell trays, and we are going to keep the garden going and growing with all of the seeds that I hope to be able to put in this season's garden. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, so one of our garden chore was to go ahead, clear this bed out, and that's what I did. What we were left with is the creeping rosemary and also the lime thyme over here. Now, the other day, or last week, maybe last week, a lot of the mums are coming in, and so they're trying to move a lot of those annuals out. But since we're in Georgia zone 8A, the marigolds will take us up until probably November sometime. So I was able to get a great deal on these marigolds, and we've started planting them. But let me tell you, so I went back to the garden center and they had some that were on clearance, the 12 pack. So I went ahead and got some more of those too. And we've started some pansies and violas inside that are going to be in the garden as it gets a little bit cooler. But again, these are like an early fall, winter plant, and then we'll switch them out once we have our first fall frost. Okay, so we've topped this bed off with the soil, reran the drip irrigation, and so I have the straw mulch that we took off. That's over here in this wagon. But make sure you stay to the end, y'all, because I've been thinking about everything I want to plant right here, and I keep changing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start planting, and whatever gets planted, that's what's going to be here. So let's start planting, and then it's going to be pretty and it's going to be colorful. Let's talk about what we planted and why I took a couple of precautionary steps just to try to make sure that these plants are off to a great start. Okay, so we got our gourmet lettuce planted, and again, I'm going to put the link in the video. We have a few more kits that are available that we can ship out, and if you're not able to grow it in the fall, you could definitely grow it the next spring. So we have these in the front, and remember, we can leaf off of them or we can let them continue to grow to become a whole head of lettuce. We put just 3 of the celeries. Now, I was out and about today, and those are the celery that I bought, but I do plan on starting seeds because we got some pink celery that I really think will be really pretty in the garden. And then we got what's called Maryland celery, where it looks more like parsley. The stalks are not as thick, but that's really great to add to your garden as well. Now I left this front blank because I plan on putting arugula here. I left the back blank because I don't know if I want to put a taller flower in the back or if I want to do something like the Florida broadleaf mustards. I've grown those in the past and the leaves get huge and they do great in a little bit of part shade as well. But remember, I know that these leaves from the peach tree are eventually going to drop, and so we will have a little bit more sun exposure. Now let me talk about the precautionary steps that I took, because the seedlings on the Swiss chard that we planted right here in the middle are small. Okay, so I'm gonna get in a little bit, y'all. We planted these Swiss chard from seed and we hardened them off, and so we put them out in the garden, but they're still a little bit small. Now, it always seems to go on at night, but at night you can walk out in the morning and you have leaves that are being eaten, just pests. So what we did is we sprinkled some diatomaceous earth on and around the base. At the base of the plant, we sprinkled some on the actual straw mulch, and so hopefully they'll get big enough to where they will be able to just kind of build up their own immune system and survive. But I really wanted to do it for the Swiss chard. The lettuce is a little bit bigger than the Swiss chard, but I still just wanted to go ahead, do a little precaution, you know, just precaution for any type of pest, and we'll see how this goes. Now I went ahead and added these trellises for two reasons. One, if the temperature starts to creep back up and it gets too hot, we're going to put our shade cloth on here. Or if we start to see where we're having a lot of pest damage, since these are being grown for leaves, then we'll put our netting on there. So it's going to be either or, whichever I feel is necessary, if necessary. But I just want to go ahead and set them up, so just in case I have to come out here and it gets hot and I need to put some shade cloth on here, I'll put them on there. And I have my clamps in the workshop that we've shown before in previous videos. Okay, so I got a feeling this is going to be not only a beautiful, colorful, and nutritious bed, but make sure that you go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, so you can follow us along on the growth. And if you've been following us for a while, y'all know I'm gonna give you the good, the bad, the ugly. If it doesn't make it, I'm gonna say, look, we had a pest to come eat it up, so we are, you know, either gonna pull it. But let me tell you about the Swiss chard. So I actually have two trays that we started. I don't like to plant everything all in one bed. This is why I mix a lot of the plants together, because there have been times where we have like pest damage on, you know, on this side over here, but not necessarily the other side of the garden. So I do have some more Swiss chard that I am gonna plant, but I'm not gonna put all of them in one bed. And also, these darn mosquitoes. And also, just in case maybe one or two may not make it or check out, then I can replace them. I always plant 25% more, a roundabout, of what I think I'll need, so that way if something doesn't make it, because not all plants, you know, one of these might say, I don't like this area over here, I don't want to grow in this garden, and they may check out, and that's okay. They have a choice. But what I am going to do is not plant all of them in this bed right here. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead, get everything put up and put my tools back like I'm supposed to. But again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. We'll take you along as we continue to flip these beds, change them out, get ready for fall. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.